So you've got this amazing idea for an Etsy shop. It's brilliant, it's creative, and you just know people are going to love it. But there's always that one tiny question, that little voice in the back of your head that can stop you dead in your tracks.
Yeah, that's the big one, isn't it? It's literally the difference between a successful business and a hobby that just eats up your time and money. How do you actually know before you pour your heart and soul into it?
Well, here's the good news. Finding that answer isn't about luck or just crossing your fingers. There's a real system, a repeatable strategy you can use. So let's get right into the blueprint. Think of this as our game plan. It's a powerful three-phase framework. And this isn't just some boring checklist, okay? It's a strategic way of thinking that'll help you find your perfect spot in a crowded market. It's simple, really. First, we're going to take the market pulse to see if the idea even have a heartbeat. Then, we'll do a competitor deep dive to see what's already working for the top dogs. And finally, we'll use all that info to find your unique edge. Let's kick things off with phase one.
Okay, phase one. We are starting way up high at that 30,000-foot view. We need to get a feel for the entire landscape, the climate, the terrain, before we even think about zooming in on the details. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, begins with a simple search. Just head over to Etsy and type in your main product idea. Try a broad term, like wall art, and then get more specific, like boho nursery wall art. The number of search results you get back is your first clue. It gives you an instant read on just how big and competitive this pond really is. Now, whatever you do, don't just scroll past that first page of results. It is an absolute goldmine of information. You're looking for patterns here. What styles keep popping up? What are the common prices? Are people selling single items or sets? And most importantly, you're hunting for those little orange badges. Ah, the bestseller badge. This little thing is everything. For you, the researcher, this is your undeniable proof that people are pulling out their wallets and buying this stuff right now. A page that's loaded with these badges, that is a very, very good sign. Okay, so you found a pulse, there's definitely a buzz, but is it just a flash in the pan, a fleeting trend, or is this something with real staying power? Because let's be honest, building a business around a product that only sells for 1 month a year is tough. So here's how you check for that long-term potential. Start looking around the rest of Etsy. Do these kinds of products show up in gift guides for, say, Mother's Day or Christmas? Do you see them recommended on other popular product pages? If the answer is yes, that tells you your product has relevance way beyond a single season. All right, phase one is complete. We've confirmed the market is alive and kicking. Now it's time to put on our detective hats and zoom in. For phase two, we're basically going undercover to figure out exactly why the top shops are the top shops. This means we're done just scrolling through search results. Now you are actively clicking into those bestseller listings. You're going to be looking at their sales history. You're going to be reading their reviews, especially the most recent ones, to really get what customers are buzzing about at this very moment. And to keep your head from spinning with all this info, just create a simple little chart like this. For your top 3 to 5 competitors, just jot down their price range, their main selling point or variation, and their overall branding style. This is going to show you the patterns in pricing and positioning almost instantly. And as you're digging into these competitors, pay super close attention to the different options they offer. Is personalization a big deal? Are bundles super popular? Are there certain color palettes that everyone seems to use? These variations aren't just random choices. They exist for a reason, and that reason is that customers want them. Now, let me be crystal clear. The goal here is not to copy what they're doing. The goal is to find an opening. So look at their photos. Look at their descriptions. Are their pictures kind of dark? Is their writing a little confusing? Every single tiny weakness you can spot is a potential strength for your own shop. Okay, this is my favorite part. Phase 3 is where all that research, all that data turns into your actual business plan. Every clue you've gathered is about to point you directly to how you can jump into this market and totally crush it. Imagine this. While you were digging through competitor reviews, you saw a comment like this one. Now, on the surface, it just looks like a minor complaint for that other shop, right? But for you, it's something so much more. See, that isn't a complaint. That is a customer literally telling you what they want to buy but can't find. Every suggestion, I wish it came in blue, every single piece of feedback is like a giant neon sign pointing to a gap in the market, a gap that your product could fill perfectly.
Now let's get into how customers are actually gonna find you. You're not gonna compete on a huge term like wall art, which has millions of results. No way. You're gonna focus on what we call long-tail keywords. These are just super specific, multi-word phrases that serious buyers type in when they know exactly what they're looking for. And that right there is the secret sauce to this whole strategy. While everyone else is fighting at the front door over those broad, high competition keywords, you're going to use these specific long tail keywords to just waltz right in the back door and connect with the customers who are already waiting with their wallets out. So there we have it. We've gone from that 30,000-foot view all the way down to the nitty-gritty keywords that will bring people to your shop. Let's do a quick recap of the blueprint so you can put it into action. Just remember these 3 simple phases. 1. Take the market's pulse. Is there even a demand? 2. Deconstruct the winners. Figure out why they're so successful. And 3. Find your edge. How can you do it differently? Or even better, just better. See, this whole thing isn't about finding some idea no one has ever had. It's about finding a better way to serve a market that's already proven to exist. Following this blueprint completely transforms guesswork into strategy. It gives you a clear, data-driven path from that little idea in your head to a real product that people are out there actively searching for. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?